caused a huge stir because the test is $400. Which, on the surface is like, yeah, that's really expensive, right? And it's on a test that we don't really know if it's something that's effective yet. And I've seen some of the questions, they're very it's about like statistics. It has different sections. So like some of it's about statistics with math and stuff like that. Um but and I was listening to Devin Nash, who streams on Twitch. He actually runs an agency for streamers and stuff like that. And when he streams, it's like that's not even his main thing. Like it's just something extra he does. Um, but I listen to him because he's in the industry, and I think he has not the be all end all of information, but I like just getting at least his take on things. It helps me formulate what I'm trying to understand about whatever it is we're talking about. So anyway, he got the I think the CEO Sebastian Park of this institute on his show yesterday. So I watched that. Um, so basically, they're just trying to make it easier for the industry to hire people who are actually qualified, right? So, um, but there's just a lot of pieces to this. Like I said, it's $400. It's a standardized test, which are standardized tests are proven to, you know, n- to have like bias within them, across class, race, and all kinds of that stuff. Just because of the way the questions are usually written by white people or white men, even like I don't know, like mainly white people. So that's a problem when you're trying to build like standards and stuff like that. When you're only getting like one perspective on things. But anyway, um, I it just feels like a kind of wait and see thing. A lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon, getting really mad and getting they feel like it's gatekeeping and stuff. But in an industry where there's just a lot of nepotism, um, and where it's that there's esports degrees in college and stuff like that, and some of these industry professionals, they're not looking for that. They're not looking for esports degrees. And the thing with this test, it's not for talent. It's not for people who are content creators. It's for people who want to work within the infrastructure of esports. Um, and I don't even think that means like coaches. Like we're talking about people, I guess, that manage or do the more administrative things like fucking accounting and stuff like that. It's something that's supposed to help people get hired who may not have access to traditional forms of education or access to these different esports networks that come up. Um, and yeah. And the thing is, the $400 thing isn't even really a point because the kind of the what this institute is going to do is actually pay for the test for people. They're trying to set it up so that they can, excuse me, get the test to people. Based on you pay what you can, and scholarships based on need. Um, so I think with anything that's worth doing, there's got to be some sacrifice. There's got to be some kind of risk. There's got to be, um, there's got to be some element where you're really putting yourself into what you're doing, and so if the price isn't even an obstacle really for this thing, um, and yeah, maybe, and again, I've seen some of the questions. Some of them seem really silly, and again, Devin Nash even took one of the practice tests on his stream. You can find that, and so he's kind of breaking down some of these don't matter. So we have to wait and see. It's going to take him a while, to a couple months probably, to kind of re-put it together. But for a fairly new industry, esports, there's got to be some kind of standardization, some kind of process that allows people to prove that they um, can work in that industry, right? So anything that's going to make that process easier and help people get more work, I think is important. Yeah, definitely. So anyway, I just want to talk about that. I think that's pretty cool. Esports certification. I don't really know how it's going to play out, but we will